except that my baby will be inside the stroller, the brakes of the stroller on. I'll sit by the river. If it's a picnic I'm doing, I'll be picnicking. If I'm fishing, I'm fishing, but the baby's with me there. But when Mohbad took baby Liam to the river, he tried to drown the baby. Somebody saw him and they stopped him. If he had drowned that baby, he would have been arrested, prosecuted, and locked up for life. What drove Mohbad to go take his baby to the river? WUMMI has never answered. How much frustration was he going through? It had to do with who really is the father. Does this baby look like me? Yes. Does this baby not look like me? Yes. Nobody knew, unless there's a DNA test done. Mohbad have some reason to suspect Oba of something which is not clear. Because Naira Marley, because Sam Larry showed up at Mohbad's video shoot with Zlatan, with sticks and bats and everything and some boys, and they destroyed everything on the video set, mentioning the name of Oba Elegushi. In Yoruba, it's like, Odokabi is Elegushi Latiwa. Elegushi now sent out a statement to the media that he doesn't, what he specifically said was he's not related to Eletu. I think Eletu is Sam Larry's new name, real name. I'm not related to him. Elegushi did not say anything about I sent him. Two guys now defamed Elegushi. They now said Elegushi had an affair with WUMMI. That's what the two guys did. They allegedly accused Elegushi of having an affair with WUMMI. Elegushi had them arrested, and they're in trial right now for the defamation claim. That whole Elegushi connection got to Daddy Mohbad, and Mohbad's dad was quite upset. And next thing you know, he was invited by the police. When he went to the police for the invitation, the king was there. What they discussed, we have no access to that. Not even journalists. It was an invitation. Elegushi now sent out a statement to the media saying that he wants Mohbad's death to be solved, that the police should do their best. The guys in trial are still in trial. There is something we cannot solve in life when it happens. Dora Akunyi was one of the people in the Pfizer scandal. And the $65 million in the scandal, nobody knows where it is. So when I said Dora took that money to the grave, obviously the money is not inside her grave, but when I said she took that money into the grave, she knows the people who shared that money with her. You may see her holding 300 trophies, okay? She was very corrupt. Dora Akunyi was very, very corrupt. Every trophy she had was from a lobbyist. Guinness, Heineken, all these companies who wanted lobbying favors. Ms. Akunyi granted some people NAFDAC numbers and did not grant others. For example, look at the Heineken scandal. I was the journalist who reported it, and I was in America then. The Heineken scandal. Heineken was giving officials of NAFDAC plane tickets to go abroad, money in dollars, different kind of bribes, so that they don't accredit other gin makers, the local gin makers. You know those local people that make the sachet gin and all that. So they wouldn't be accredited. Heineken wanted everything to be theirs. And they paid. So don't tell me Dora Akunyi is some kind of hero. If you know what killed her husband, your jaws will drop. But I'm not telling you any of that anymore, because you have disrespected me and you don't believe my work. When you tell people the hardest news out there that was suppressed and underreported, they'll say you're a fool. Look at the DAVIDO one. They're still mocking me on that one now, everywhere. Coming from someone who said Ifeanyi was a girl. Ifeanyi Adeleke was not a boy. He was a girl. He was a female child that Chioma dressed like a boy. Are you not going to screen record? Why did they burn all the clothes in the room of that child? I bet you forgot that Gistlover told you that. The clothes were burned. Why did they hold the nanny for 1 year? Handcuffs and shackles. She knew their secrets. Why did the nanny's brother go and find my address and come to my house to discuss with me? I bet you don't remember you posted my address online. When they were busy posting my address and telling people to come and beat me. Isn't that the same place where the sister of Davido's nanny found my address and showed up at my house? And the gate man told him, she doesn't see anybody. Go to Alaja. Alaja is the chairman of the estate. And she has a shop across the street. So when the people now went to Alaja, when the man now went to Alaja, Alaja now called me in the house, telling me that this man is brother to a woman who used to do nanny for Davido. I wasn't going out. It could be an assassin. You have to be careful in Nigeria. I said, I had a phone from Kimbasoro. I was recording this conversation. You have to be brilliant. Your brain has to be in steady mode. Or I shoot by your salon. No. Kilo fe. Any sister into Shenani from Adelik in Omo to shaking kilos with Omo Bunibaw. Omo Bunini, when you come to Bashwe. I bet you forgot this lover told you that chairman's room caught on fire and all the clothes were. Okay, Joko Beck and I remove. Kema Joko Sino denial. You know? It was later on that somebody went and posted on my YouTube comments with a fake account. Kemi, you are doing a good job in Nigeria with investigative journalists, but for God's sake, can you stop lying and tell people the truth that Chioma's son was a girl? Who are you? You are saying I'm lying. I'm reporting that the child was murdered. You are saying I'm lying. This person wanted me to tell you that Chioma's child was a girl. You see, that's number 2 clue. Number 1. Brother of Nani. I bet you don't remember me posting a whole write-up on this page. Something you can Google. By typing Kemi Olunloyo DAVIDO. You will see the write-up there. When I said, DAVIDO, you must release that nanny or I will tell the world how Ifeanyi died. If you don't know how Ifeanyi died till now, then you are stupid. I'm not going to abuse some of you. I may not have to say you're stupid. I take that back. Some of you are not stupid though. You're actually wanting to know what killed that boy. But I'm out of journalism. Better respect journalists when you have them. No be me go tell you. Because if I'm going to tell you what killed Ifeanyi, now money I go use makeup. And when I say money, I'm doing a documentary of every single case that I investigated. When I leave social media, I only have 2 platforms left. When I leave Facebook, I'll be at Kemified Africa, but I'm not going to be the one on the page. I'm going to hand it over to somebody to manage for me. So you can go there, Kemified Africa. But I'm going to be out starting my life over. I'm going to be writing books. And I'm going to be doing documentaries and short things. So my YouTube will be there. It's Sophia that's going to tell you. It's not going to be me. She has already told you. What did she say? Look at the words she used. Imadi can't go and live with DAVIDO because of questionable circumstances that Ifeanyi died. Questionable means what? What does questionable mean? You told the world that your son drowned. Kemi Olunloyo went to Banana Island Estate office. Office said your child did not drown in this estate. No child drowned in this estate. No child drowned in any house in this estate. Are we going to continue this? The child is gone. Let the child rest. Abi? Maybe that's how you always say. Let the dead rest. But yet you still want to know what killed the child. Have you ever thought, what did Davido tell the other baby mamas when he finally died? Now Sophia said it's questionable. She has given you clue. She go release it soon. Your daily kids all living a fake life, and you be abusing people telling you about stuff. I'm doing this video in English because I want everybody to understand. If Adeleke is not my issue right now, may the child rest in peace. That child was killed for something that could have been avoided. And that's why Davido and Enola Badmus can never talk again. Enola knows exactly what happened. And it was Davido's fault. That's why Sophia said, your child died under questionable circumstances. Nobody will let their child go and live there after what happened. Like, it could be one Saturday, like, let me carry my day out. Even Sophia was like, don't go to your house, so. Davido is involved in a lot of bad things. And people are revenging left, right, and center. So you need to know. Let the dead rest. As if the dead asked you. Nobody is doing any forensic anything. After the Davido case, the way that boy lied to the world. I was just watching the Nigerian police. Ben Ondeyin. What's Ben Ondeyin? Is he not a spokesman for the police? Maybe it's what they told him, tell him that he will announce. Ben Ondeyin came on Twitter and said, an autopsy has been conducted. Autopsy that is so hard to be conducted in Nigeria. Bamishe's autopsy, 2.5 years, we have not seen it. An autopsy has been completed for the Adeleke boy. He drowned. Hey, just like Ekpele. Just lies. Go and do forensic stuff. Let me tell you one thing now. I won't tell you anymore. The body of Ifeanyi was never found. No, there was no autopsy. That one is exclusive. Ifeanyi. Baby girl Ifeoma. I feel sorry for all of them. Anyway, if you've ever seen the other babies going to spend time with Davido after Ifeanyi, it's a zero. Who will send their child there? Davido lives in a very, very endangered environment. That's why the babies are not in Nigeria. The babies are abroad. If Davido brings their babies, their twins to Nigeria, I fear what can happen after Ifeanyi. By now, you should all know what's going on. Going back to Mohbad, Larry Oluwa, Oladimeji Oluba. So after all that, oh yeah, somebody asked, why didn't Mohbad like me? Because of Davido. The whole Davido beef, he didn't like me. There are many people who don't like me because of that Davido beef. Where's Davido now? Davido sent 2 million to Mohbad's dad. Did he call Mohbad's dad? No. Did he go and see Mohbad's dad? No. Did you see something wrong there? Plenty of cover-ups. One woman even came and said they took Mohbad's kidney. Boy or girl, may the child soul rest in peace. We know that, Borokini, what we're talking about is questionable circumstances of the child's death, lies, suppressed and underreported news. Don't get sentimental with me. I fucking hate sentimental people. Okay, Borokini Bemi Oguntimu. Don't get sentimental with me. The child was killed, ambushed, and the body was never found. Try to know the truth. If it's your child, they killed, ambushed, and took away while you were out with your husband. Can you picture what will happen to you? So don't come sentimental when you boy or girl. May the child rest in peace. Let's hope the child rests in peace. But the child will never forgive the father if they meet in another life. I hate lies. Don't come at me like that. Sophia is very angry. Sophia is not a strong woman. She's not independent. Many of you can't go through the same shit I went through with my family and the world in general. Ibiomi's case, all that. Adesomi Taiwo, you don't need to be replying her. Let me do the replying. I don't like people talking to other people in my life. Focus on what I'm saying. I don't want anyone harassing anyone. I'm the one talking to her. Okay? Adesomi, Adeyemi Taiwo, delete your comments. You're bullying somebody else. I didn't ask you. Buki Olu said, what is anti-actress saying about Mohbad'S case? What does she have to say? She has nothing to say. Everything I gave her yesterday, she needs to be reassessing that. She is a major suspect. She has obstructed justice. Nobody must bully anybody. I'm not disputing your story. It can never be my child because I value life. No, Borokini, it could be your child. Don't ever say it can never be your child. It could be your child. Okay? I know somebody who said it could never be my child getting killed in gun violence. Their child was killed standing behind Donald Trump. Anything can happen to any of us. We hear it all the time. It can never happen to me. Gun violence will never come into my household. My cousin was shot in the arm delivering Domino Pizza in America. The bullet is still there till today, lodged in. They can't take it out. Imagine living with the bullet in your arm. Anything can happen to anybody. Because you value, because I value life. So what if you value life? It can never be your child. Instead of you to say it can never be your child, in Jesus' name I pray not. You are saying because you value life. Nobody cares if you value life. When armed robbers rob us on the highway, kill our relatives, they don't value life. We value life, but did they value life when they killed our loved ones on the highway, robbing people? Come on, sorrow run social media. Use your brain. I don't like unintelligent people. That's the one thing that irks me about social media. People that are not intelligent. Many Nigerians are smart, but not intelligent. Become intelligent. I'm very blunt. I don't take nonsense. Look at the lady that said she will support my son. I hate rap music, but because he's your son, I will support him. She said she will download my son's song. Only say me feko bad Grammy nomination. Only I download it because it is my son. Because that's the life you guys live in Nigeria. You pacify people. It is well. Stop pacifying. Stop patronizing. I replied, I said, don't bother. It's not necessary. Don't download this music. You don't like rap music. It's not necessary. Someone came on the comments and said, maybe she listened to rap music she didn't like gangster rap, like drill rap, those ones that rap about killing, drugs, money. It is your son that's supposed to now let her know that some hip-hop is good music. And I said, no, my son is not going to do that. He's busy. I'm busy. I'm his publicist and manager now. He's busy and busy, and he can't do that for every fan. If you like somebody's music, listen to it. Don't go download something because you want to pacify the mother. And that's the problem with influencing in Nigeria. Am I influence rubbish? Because Tunde had not said you should do this, you will do it. Why hasn't Tunde not got an endorsement with the phone company in Nigeria? Techno, in Phoenix, all that. Because he stole an iPhone in London. Was prosecuted, jailed, and then deported back to Nigeria. Then he started a music career that failed. Then he found his way into America. Got a visa, moved to America, and didn't come out. Oh, I see Sam Clef no joloko now. Sam Clef only we did. There are many of them living there with no papers. Sam Clef left his wife and his son in Nigeria for so long. Where does it by where? I don't know. Yvonne is there with the child. The child has grown up. So at the time, Toma Wanukini, Toma America, Tom Lomo, What did Tunde not do? Tunde not had to marry an American to get papers. People are mocking him, saying he's marrying for green card, he's doing this for green card. Unfortunately, that lady that Tunde married, Tunde not married, they actually fell in love. I said unfortunately. Fortunately. Borokini, I'm calling you out because you need to be called out. You are not intelligent. Stop calling you out. Don't take my life and put the shine on you. I can easily block you. It doesn't matter if you don't respect me. I'm teaching you how to wake up. And don't put people in Nigeria down. She's saying that in Nigeria they were nasty. I'm in UK. So fucking what? All of you are not doing anything in the UK. You are suffering. What is in the UK exactly? What makes you better than the people in Nigeria? Because you're in the UK. So what? Guarantee that I haven't been to the UK since Oyeleke died. 2000. 24 years now. But I see everything happening there. Nigerians are in the UK. They're suffering. They're lining up for food banks. They have no jobs. They're sleeping in libraries. They're doing everything. And even if you are one of the ones that have made it in the UK, what is so big about the UK? It's unlivable. Every Nigerian avoids everybody there. Okay? Don't be proud because you're in the UK. Even people in America, I tell them that. Your own side of America might be different from the other person's side of America. America is a whole different country. Have you ever been to the States? Have you ever entered a plane in New York and you're going to Los Angeles? My son is a music artist. He works for UPS. Okay? And he's also a model. The money he's making as a model is even more than the UPS money. Because you know how modeling works. And when his music finally gets out there, when we launch his album release party this summer, what's going to happen? He'll probably make more money in music when he starts doing shows and concerts and all that. And then you hear those rappers saying, I used to work at UPS, I used to work at Home Depot, I used to work here, and now they're rich. And some of them have degrees in the back. My son studied graphic design, so he can call himself whatever he wants. 4 different things. I am a pharmacist, a journalist, and a PR specialist. I studied those 3. But I'm also an activist, gun violence activist, drug abuse activist. I didn't study those. They came with my work. So at the end of the day, what makes me better than you? Emma McPariwo, UK. Go to Detroit. You see people living without toilets in the hoods. In Nigeria, you'll be saying that people are living in shacks, trenches. They have trenches in America. Go to Philadelphia, you see trenches. Don't let us be proud. I'm not calling you out. I'm talking sense into you. Where you are today does not determine where you are tomorrow. Everybody put that in your head. Where you are today does not determine where you are tomorrow. When Dreamer was doing video inside Danfo bus, the old Volkswagen Danfo bus, was I not there? What did I tell Michael? I said, look at how they're laughing at this boy. Do maybe, do maybe. Baby, calm down, calm down. They were laughing. I said, Michael, it sounds like Bollywood, and I love the song. Go and remix it. I can sorrow it because I don't talk. Me that have brain that works. I'm not saying yours doesn't work. Michael, go and remix that song. Little did I know that Michael was going to remix the song with a whole Selena Gomez. Not Justin Bieber, not Beyonce, Selena Gomez. Selena's career was flat. Selena Gomez has the most Instagram followers in Nigeria. I said in Nigeria, on Instagram. The highest number of Instagram followers belong to Selena Gomez. And what flattened her career was when Selena was dating Justin Bieber, they were an item. I was in Canada, everything. But the minute they broke up, that whole Justin Bieber thing was gone. She lost fans there. Some Bieber fans. Forget the fans. Then her music was not whatever anymore. Báwo ló kí n béèrè questions. Báwo no ṣe rí Selena? Ẹni Eleni. Ó jókòó. Ó ń go through skin disease. Oh, and go calm down, calm down, no, calm down. And your Toma lo India, Toma lo Bollywood, Toma Shibugbe. Selena asked whose song this is. When they look bento in Oriwa. You think everything is grace, grace. You be shouting grace, grace, grace. People worked hard. Michael worked hard with his A&R. You saw the woman now that does A&R for Maven Music. That's Johnny Drill's wife. We're not saying God is not giving us grace. We always thank God for the grace. I'm an evangelist. We must always thank God for the grace. But you work towards your grace. But Nigerians, I'm tapping into your grace. You'll be tapping into grace. Instead of working towards your grace. I must use this as a sermon. When is Wednesday? Tomorrow is Wednesday. I do my sermons on Wednesday. Stop tapping into people's grace. You might be tapping into evil. You don't know what's coming for them. Work on your own grace. Then I tweeted in 2021. You think this boy here, Rima, is the biggest artist in Nigeria. He's bigger than Drake. What he's going to do is going to be like when Wizkid revived Beyonce's career. Some people are yapping me. Revive. You know Beyonce's career was already over until Brown Skin Girl came. Revive. Everybody was laughing at me. Just they were laughing at Rima. Rima saw the tweet. Don Jazzy thanked me on the tweet. They were yapping me, but the minute that Don Jazzy came on the tweet and thanked me, they were not yapping again. 2021 March, July 2024, 3 years later. Baby, calm down, calm down. Oh, let's go to 2 years later. Selena. They could not enter that song for a Grammy because the Grammy has a period where a song has to be made. It has to be made within 12 months of that Grammy. That's why you see artists rushing and making albums. Wizkid has released Mariah now. Mariah is going to be entered. The Grammy is 60 days time. Entries open on September 15. Nominations November. Grammy February. That next one I'm going to go. But at the end of the day, listen up and learn something. And don't take attitudes. Borokini. At the end of the day, they could not enter that song in the Grammy because it was not within the specified time. But the way that song made 1 billion streams on Spotify and all the other things, it was eligible for a Billboard. Because Billboard is about numbers. Best African artist, best song, best. Rima carried three Billboard awards right there. You think people are not watching? Or you think those are local Nigerian awards? Johnny Drill's wife. They just got the call. They want international artist. Selena is not well. She's going through her skin issue. If both of them were on that stage together, it would be fiery even more. I said, well, we can perform it. Even if you have to perform it alone, she have be coming. You say somebody sounding like Bollywood. I mean, you didn't see what I posted about Wizkid. What did Wizkid post? I'm making Bollywood music now. All of you are yapping Wizkid. When Wizkid posted that he was making Bollywood music now, do you know what that means? It was in May when he posted it. My new album, making Bollywood. Oju Wizkid for February Abani wedding, February March, Abani pre-wedding. Now. Everybody wants Abani money. That's all I said. I was just laughing in my corner. I was like, hey, Wizkid too wants Abani money. Rihanna has been there. Justin Bieber has been there. Beyonce has been there. Wizkid next. And to international, to then bring to Shishe in the music industry. I mean, you think Wizkid is a local music, whatever. So at the end of the day, all the laughing at Rima paid off. Rima agreed to perform the song alone without Serena. They didn't pay Rima 3 million. Rima asked for 3 million. Okay, I'm telling you exclusive shit now. If Rima asked for 5 million, they would have given him 5, but he doesn't want to be greedy. He's a very humble young man. I met him. We were both there at the VIP section at Ruga's launching. I was there with all of them. DJ Spino. Did you see that photo? With DJ Spino and Meiji next to my son. My son was talking to Omoba. Omoba is the prince, Michael's brother. When I say Michael, I mean Don Jazzy, guys. Michael Collins, Michael's brother, all of us in that VIP section. I was sitting next to Tania Omotayo, Whiskey's former girlfriend. I spoke to Rima very well that night. Owako see me lower by 40,000. You know 200 Naira notes is 20,000. Rima Wako 40,000 here for me. When you mommy go and spray on the stage. Did you not see all the videos? I went on the stage and I was carrying a stack of 200,000, 400,000 shot in 200s. The minute I opened the stack, oh God, I wish somebody was recording that slow motion. And I was throwing it at the audience at Rima's lunch, at Ruga's lunch. Enjoy life when you can. Listen to something that can improve your life. Listen to, I don't always take things personally because of attitude. Where is Ruga now? Ruga has done his 2 years, 3 years. He's moved on. He has left Johnson World, Maven, all that. People have to move on. People have to progress. Onika Lukufe, the independent artist, nobody wants to sit in 5-year contract. Not to talk of these long 10-year contracts they have. Rima knew what he wanted. People laughed at him at Jumobi and Calm Down. And now, Calm Down went global. And the people he sounded like called him to go and sing. I can bet you 100%. In December, I'm going to India. You see that India I'm going to? India is the place for everything now. Anything more like Indian food, tandoori chicken, lamb vindaloo, all their food. India is the place, so I have a friend there now. One single friend. She's a reporter, female reporter. Anesh, at Doregon. I've never met her, I've never spoken to her, but you know, DM. We're friends. We met in the Twitter DM. We're friends now on messenger services. So Anesh contacted me and said, "Hi Kemi, how are you? I always see you online. I googled Nigerian journalist and you kept coming up." Listen, she googled Nigerian journalist. Go and Google Nigerian journalist and see what comes up. It's the same thing International Business Times tells me. We kept googling Nigerian journalists. We want somebody to cover the election and you kept coming up. Everybody else was dead. That's what International Business Times told me. Just go and Google Nigerian journalists. The first people to come out is me, Delegiwa, Oluwaboderi. All of them are dead. Oluwaboderi, owner of Punch, my uncle. Delegiwa, of course you know Delegiwa. You have to actually type female journalists, then you see some that are alive, but they're not practicing. Like Nigerian female journalist, I come up first. Abike Dabiri came up. Is she practicing journalism? No. She's a lawmaker now. Many of them were journalists and they're doing other things now. So at the end of the day, I'm the most popular female journalist, even though I'm retired now, you know, but what you have to really know is how to put yourself out there. So Anesh said, "Oh, I saw you up there, da, da, da. Kemi, I want to do an interview with you." So she's now describing Ani to me. You guys know Ani? A lot of Nigerians are in India. Ani and I is their CNN over there. When they want to interview another journalist, they will say, "Oh, Ani is the #1 leading Indian." The same thing with one British whatever that wants to interview me on Mohbad. One British television station wants to talk to me about Mohbad. ITN. I said, "Are you ITV?" I left London a long time ago. I went to school there 82 and 83, but I haven't been there. It was Oyeleke's death that made me even go there. All we went to do is a vacation in 1999 for Christmas. Y2K vacation, and then Oyeleke was killed by a drunk driver. And then we buried him January 4th, 2000, and I left. I never went back to the UK, but like ITV, I saw it online, and ITN, I guess it's a big TV station for the UK. And the reporter wanted to interview me about Mohbad. But let's go back to the Indian reporter. So Arnel said, Ani is the biggest Indian station. Da, da, da. Okay, so what's the topic? She said she wants to interview me about the new law the Nigerian Senate passed. I hope you know about the new law about drug traffickers. And she says she sees me a lot in the Nģéří spaces, and I do a lot of stuff on drug abuse. You know, you see, you have to put yourself well in Google. You think when international people come, look at all the journalists following me on Twitter. Before I left X, Every single newspaper in the U.S. follows me. Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Chicago Times, Chicago Times, Los Angeles Times, New York Post. I mean, I was like, me alone. Yes, every U.S. newspaper was following me. And a lot of them came because of Hush Puppy. They were not journalists alone. They were journalists following me, but the actual papers were following me because they believe in my work. But my own people, they drown my work. They drag me down, call me names, threaten me, post my phone number, address online. My own people. So I left you guys. So back to the Indian reporter. She said she wanted to interview me because of what the Senate passed. The Senate has passed a law, a death penalty for all drug traffickers, okay? All drug traffickers, death penalty. I hope you heard about that one. That was in May. So I said, okay, let's do the interview. She said she wants to do it on live TV, if I don't mind. So I said, oh, that's good, because I did the Russian one on live TV. I'm the only Nigerian journalist that ever appeared on Russian television. I hope you know that, Baga. During the bombing, the Boko Haram bombing of 2015 in Baga, I am the only Nigerian journalist that's ever appeared on RT. Okay, RT is the Russian medium. So at the end of the day, I said, okay, let's do it. So when we planned to do the interview, the Senate hadn't followed up yet on how they're going to do the death penalty. So I spoke to Mara's office, and they were still waiting for something. So we just postponed it. But since we postponed it, I mean, we've been chatting. Like, she just sent me some really nice pictures from the Ambani wedding. You know, if you go online, you can see any of the Ambani pictures and all that. But these ones, you can't see these ones. This is the Nikai. Is that what they call it? That's not what they call it, but it's what we call Nikai in northern Nigeria, where the wife, the bride is with all her girlfriends and female members of the family. Oh, Radhika was like, her grandmother had her hands like this on her face. My dear Radhika, you know, it was a nice, that event, for the woman. And then she wore this, the clothes she was wearing, and then the husband was coming for 5 minutes and all that. Anel had exclusive access as a journalist. So she took the picture. She just sent it to me this morning. I'll post it. So at the end of the day, so we've been gisting and talking. I'm like, so I'm coming to India in December for the birthday party, right? Heaven and hell, I will find money and save it. I will work 24/7 on Facebook to save it. That's my only income. What is going on in December in the Ambani house? Radhika Ambani, we can't call her Radhika Merchant anymore. She's married now. Radhika Ambani, Anand's wife, is going to turn 30 years old. You know, she's 29. Both of them are 29. Anand Ambani's birthday is next year. I think his own is in March or April. But the wife is going to turn 30. So I'm like, so I was asking her, and I said, how is the Ambani Christmas? That their house. Like, that house is built like those houses you see in Ghana. You know, there's some apartments in Ghana that are built like that. Like, they go up, 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 up. Anyway, at the end of the day, it could be Radhika's birthday and the Ambani family Christmas party. Can you imagine me at that one? I ain't going to be doing journalists. I don't retire. I will be dressed in India. See my thing here. You see this thing I have on my head? It's like Indian thing, Abi. I will be wearing this there thing. I put my jewelry here. My chain will be hanging here. Well, Lord, bad why hear me. I told you I'm going to a new life. Go and hook up with my girlfriend, my Indian reporter girlfriend. Go and cover Ambani birthday party, everything. You know, celebs and all that will be there too. Radhika turns 30. I want to get into the Ambani life. I like that family. Nita Ambani, she does a lot for philanthropy, and she also does a lot for women. Isha is the one I'm interested in the most. Oh, very, very dedicated. Have you seen Isha Ambani's page? You guys should need to go and follow it. I sent her an email. Reliance Industries, that's the daddy's company. Reliance does a lot of work. They do a lot of work in girl thing. The stuff I do, you know, the girl. Kemi Africa is a women's ministry, okay, spiritual and wellness. But when it comes to girls and women, I don't have children that are female, but I look out for girls and women a lot. Isha does a lot of stuff for national, you know, the Women's Day and the girl child thing. She's very big on that. You know, Isha Ambani is the You know the Ambanis have 3 children. Isha and her twin brother. And then Anant. Okay, Isha is the one that married in 2018 that Beyonce went to perform in December. The other brother is the only one that's not married now. So Anant is married, the youngest. But anyway, so they're a very interesting family. I want to find out more about them and what they're doing. India is big. India is the size of Nigeria, even bigger itself. When you have a country as big as India, I mean, how much are we? We're now 210 million in Nigeria. India is like 200 and maybe 30 million, and America is 300 million. But right now, America is looking around 350 million. When you have somewhere as big as India, there's a lot of people to take care of. And I'm sure the Ambanis are not the only rich people. They're just the richest. Okay, so learn things, research things. I want to start giving you Wikipedia links that you will read and come back the next day and tell me what you read. Know how the world works. Know history. Journalism is a rough draft of history. Do you understand what I'm saying? Going on, I wanted you guys to know, Burkini, I'm not after you. I'm just educating you. Okay? Because many of you don't like the truth. Okay? I'm not frustrated. Okay? You're abusing me. You're saying, Ori Daru, I've been everywhere. You're the one boasting. You're a humble person. Why would you say Ori Daru? Right now, I should block you and get rid of you, you know, but you're obviously a Mojo or Larry. You must come from a family that's poor, and then you became the rich one in there. We understand your type, Hush Puppy type. Hush Puppy said, I'm the only one that's ever made it in my family. You understand what I'm saying, Burkini? So you're not very intelligent. I'm not going to block you, but I'm going to like really educate you. All right. The UK is nothing. All right. To be shouting, you know, comparing to Nigeria. There are people in Nigeria that are actually better than you and are better off than you. You know that. People in Nigeria are not paying £700 for 1 bedroom. Okay. People in Nigeria are paying their rent per year. Okay. Let us shout out everybody in Nigeria for that reason, because Burkini Gbemi Oguti